What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, y'all see by the title and the thumbnail, we will be talking about why you should upcycle the clothes that you don't wear before you decide to get rid of them. Now, when it comes to fashion, I feel like upcycling is one of the best things that ever happened to fashion because it gives you the chance to actually figure out how a piece of clothing is constructed, and it gives you the chance to actually learn about a specific piece of clothing that you have throughout your wardrobe. And I feel like a lot of people tend to just get rid of clothing pieces just because they don't like them or they're not wearing them without knowing the whole aspects of upcycling a piece of clothing. So I figured I might as well go on and make a video, put y'all boys and girls on game to some reasons y'all should upcycle your clothing before you decide to get rid of them. And before we get into the actual video, feel free to let me know what type of fashion content y'all would like me to bring to the channel in the comments down below. Because like I did tell y'all in previous videos, closed mouths don't get fed. If y'all don't rely on me videos, I don't know what y'all want to see on the channel. So if you want a specific video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below and I will start knocking those videos out for y'all. But I don't want to talk y'all heads off too much longer, so we're gonna go and straight into today's video. Alright, y'all, to start the video, we're gonna start this video talking about creativity. Now, upcycling allows you to explore your creativity. You can transform outdated or unused garments into something new and unique, which will showcase your personal style and your preferences. Now, upcycling is probably one of the best things that ever happened to fashion because it gives you the chance to really understand the clothes that you have throughout your wardrobe. Now, you may have certain pieces of clothing in your wardrobe that you are not wearing, or certain pieces of clothing that you just honestly do not like. Instead of getting rid of these clothes, you can honestly upcycle them and create them into cool, creative pieces of clothing and create them into things that you will actually wear. This has happened to me a lot throughout my style. There's a lot of graphic tees in my style that I thought about getting rid of, but instead of me getting rid of them, I started to upcycle them and create them into cool different pieces of clothing. You can make a lot of cool different things out of clothing that you never even imagined when you start to look into the different ways you can really upcycle a piece of clothing. Upcycling just makes fashion a lot more fun. It makes the process a lot more fun, and you really get to dive into your creativity in the aspect of fashion and clothing. So that's why I'm saying, like, upcycling is probably one of the best things that ever happened to fashion. Y'all got to start upcycling clothing before y'all decide to get rid of them, because when you upcycle a piece of clothing, you honestly do not have to worry about if you're gonna wear it or not, because you're most likely gonna upcycle it into something that you actually want to wear. You can do a lot of cool different combinated things with pieces of clothing that you honestly did not know about when you start to learn about upcycling a piece of clothing. Say for instance, you go to the thrift store and you find a shirt that you might like, or a shirt that you are unsure of liking. You could always purchase this shirt, and you could always take this shirt back to your house, go through your wardrobe and find different shirts that you actually like and shirts that you are wearing on a day-to-day basis. And you could always throw this shirt on the bottom of those shirts, and you could always measure those shirts and cut things that need to be cut off the shirt that you don't actually like to really make this shirt match the shirt that you are wearing on a day-to-day basis. This is a cool way to really upcycle a piece of clothing. This is a cool way to actually start wearing clothes that you actually like, and this is a different way to really dive into your creativity when we're talking about upcycling and clothing. Now, I've seen females turn dresses into mini skirts. I've seen people turn pants into jorts. I've seen people cutting up graphic tees into sleeveless tees, making tank tops. I've seen a lot of different cool combinated ways that people actually upcycle older clothes, or upcycling clothes that they don't know if they actually like, or clothes that they actually want to get rid of before getting rid of the clothes. It just makes the process a lot more easier and fun for you. It's going to allow you to have more clothes throughout your wardrobe that you're actually wearing. You're not going to have a full wardrobe of clothes that you are not wearing. You're honestly just going to be enjoying the clothes the way that you're supposed to be enjoying them, because you can upcycle a piece of clothing as many times as you want. You can upcycle it as many times as you want to fit the preferences that you like. Like, you may like it a certain way for a little while, and then you may end up wanting to change it later on down the line. That's the cool thing about the aspects of a piece of clothing, and that's the cool things about learning about different combinated ways that y'all could really go by having clothes throughout your wardrobe. So like I said, bro, before I decide to get rid of y'all clothes, I would honestly tell y'all to start off with upcycling, and when you upcycle, learn different cool creative combinations combinated ways that y'all can really upcycle a piece of clothing before deciding to get rid of it. Alright, so the next thing I'd like to go over in today's video is going to be cost effective. Now, instead of buying new clothes, upcycling allows you to refresh your wardrobe with little to no cost with items that you already own. And we all know clothing and fashion is very expensive. It's very expensive to keep up with the next trends and keep up with buying new clothes on a day-to-day basis. So instead of buying new clothes, you could always refresh your wardrobe. You may have a bunch of clothes throughout your whole entire style that you have bought over the time, and you are not wearing a lot of these clothes because you may not understand what you actually have because you have a lot of clothes. So what I would honestly tell y'all to do before y'all decide to get rid of y'all clothes, or before y'all decide to start investing in new clothing pieces, honestly go through your entire wardrobe and figure out the different clothes that you have, and figure out the different clothes that you are wearing and the different clothes that you are not wearing. And when you do this, this honestly opens up your horizon. It opens up your mind, and you know exactly what you have throughout your wardrobe. Now, when you figure out every single thing that you have throughout your wardrobe, you can start looking at different clothing pieces, and you can start saying, maybe I could use this for something throughout my style, really use this to really help me elevate my style to that level that I want it to be at. And then once you figure out what clothes you're not wearing and clothes that you could actually wear to really use to really elevate your style, you could start finding different cool combinated ways to actually upcycle these clothes and make them into different things, so you will actually be able to wear these clothes. And you can honestly do this for free. You can literally do this at home. It starts with scissors. You could tailor clothes. You can do a lot of different cool combinated things. You can turn shirts into bags. You can do a lot of different things throughout upcycling. You just have to open up your creativity. You have to open up your mind, and you have to actually just do it. It's just gonna make the process a lot more easier for you, and it's just gonna make it a lot more fun, a lot more stress-free. You're not gonna be spending money or spending too much money to really tailor and upcycle the clothes that you actually want and the clothes that you actually want to wear. I'm trying to tell y'all this from experience, bro. When I learned about upcycling, bro, it has saved me a lot of money, because instead of me getting rid of things, bro, I could just literally upcycle it into something that I'm going to wear. And like I told y'all earlier in the video, you can literally upcycle a clothing piece as many times as you want. So you may like it like this one day, and then that style might go out of style in your style, and you may want something else, so you could really upcycle it into something else. It just makes the process a lot more fun, and it just makes fashion a lot more fun. But like I'm saying, bro, it is cost effective to do this. You could literally do this in your house. Like, you don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to do anything. You could literally just do it in your room, have fun, find clothes that you have worn in the past, or clothes that you are not wearing too much at this time, alter it, turn it into something else. And I'm trying to tell you, you're going to get a lot more wears out of it. It's going to make your process a lot more easier. It's going to make it a lot more fun. And it's just going to open up your creativity when it comes to fashion and clothing. And when you're upcycling clothes, it gives you that time to actually figure out the origins of clothes, figure out how brands actually construct pieces. You learn different fabrics. There's just a lot of different cool things that you learn about clothing when you decide to upcycle it and alter it into something that you're going to wear. And then you're going to be the only person that's wearing this specific thing that you upcycle this clothing piece to. So that's just going to make it a lot more fun for you. It's going to build a lot more confidence for you to actually go out there and wear this piece. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, when you start upcycling your clothes, I guarantee you people are going to start asking you, where did you get that from? And then once you tell them you made it, they're going to ask you how you made it. You're going to get a lot of compliments from the clothes that you decided to upcycle instead of getting rid of them. So like I said, bro, it literally can be free, because you can literally do it in your house, or it's going to be very cheap, but you can spend a little bit of money to upcycle your clothes as well. But it is very cost effective. You're not spending too much money. You're not spending money on things that you are not wearing. You're not just out here wasting money because you're upcycling things that you already have. You're just changing clothes that you used to wear in the past, or clothes that you are not wearing at this time into something that you are going to wear on a day-to-day basis that you can really use to really help elevate your style. So like I said, bro, it's literally cost effective. It doesn't cost too much. Anybody can literally upcycle their clothes. I just honestly think y'all should start upcycling clothes before y'all decide to get rid of them, and start upcycling them before y'all decide to buy into new clothes. I'm just putting y'all on game. All right, y'all, the next thing I would like to go over in today's video is going to be unique fashion. Now, upcycling your clothes is often very unique. It ensures that you are staying true to yourself with original pieces and not mass-produced items. Now, like I've told y'all, upcycling is probably one of the best things that honestly happen to fashion. There's so many things that y'all could do with clothing when y'all decide to look into upcycling. Y'all can make so many cool combinated things throughout the different pieces of clothing that y'all have in y'all wardrobe. And that's where the unique comes in, unique fashion comes in, because when you're upcycling your pieces, you're upcycling your pieces to things that you're gonna wear and not what everybody else is wearing. You're basically separating yourself from whatever is popular, and this is honestly gonna help you define your preferences when it comes to clothing and fashion, and it's also going to help you start to develop your personal style to that level that you want your personal style to be at. It's just going to make your style a lot more creative. Your style is going to be a lot more you, and it's not going to be what everybody else is wearing. And then this is another way that y'all could actually look into fashion trends and separate yourself from the trend. Y'all can literally look into fashion trends that y'all honestly like, and once y'all dive into these fashion trends, y'all can upcycle the pieces from the fashion trend and make these trends unique in your own specific way. I just feel like that just makes fashion a lot more fun, and it just makes it a lot more easier for you. You're going to start to understand a lot more about yourself. You're going to start to find yourself a lot more. You're going to start to see a lot more creative things that you can do with clothing that you never even thought about or never even had in your mind to do. It just makes you a lot more separated from the world, and I feel like that's where personal style comes in, because a lot of people don't understand the term personal style and how personal style is personal to you. But this is an easy way for y'all to find out that term personal style is by looking into different ways y'all can upcycle clothing into things that you're gonna wear, things that represent you, things that really resonate around your style, and things that you are really using to help elevate your style. I just feel like it's just honestly gonna make you more unique. You're gonna be your own person. You're not gonna be worried about what everybody else is doing and what everybody else has going on when it comes to fashion and clothing. So like I'm saying, bro, when it comes to upcycling, bro, upcycling is an easy way to be unique throughout your fashion journey. It's an easy way to separate yourself from everybody else. And this is an easy way for you to get on your own route when it comes to fashion and clothing. So like I said, bro, y'all got to figure out different things that y'all could do with clothing before y'all decide to get rid of them. And this is where your unique and your creativity is going to come in when it comes to upcycling clothes, changing clothes into different things that you never even thought of, changing clothes into things that you are wearing on a day-to-day basis, and just changing clothes into things that you are going to wear to really help elevate your style. I'm trying to tell y'all this from experience, bro. There's been times where I done tried to get rid of pieces, and then I done came up with the idea to either cut sleeves off of tees, like the tee that I'm wearing right now, this live on screen tee. It used to be a regular graphic tee, but I cut it into a sleeveless tee because I went through a phase where I was just strictly wearing sleeveless tees. Sleeveless tees was my stilo, my style, and I just love them. That's just an easy way that I upcycle the tee, because now this tee is worn a lot throughout my style because I love the sleeveless tee. So there can be certain things that y'all figure out that y'all actually love. Y'all can start upcycling clothes into that. Like if you have a bunch of denim that you're not wearing, you can upcycle denim into denim bags. You can upcycle denim hats. You can make denim pants. You can make denim skirts. You can cut jorts in. You can cut pants into jorts. You can make stacked jeans. There's just a lot of different things that y'all can do to denim, jeans, upcycle. There's just a lot of different things that y'all can do, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all just got to dive into it. Y'all got to dive into your creativity. Y'all got to dive into your uniqueness. And y'all just got to be yourself when it comes to fashion and clothing. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all going to have a lot more fun. Y'all going to start to understand it a lot more. And y'all just going to be doing your own thing when it comes to fashion and clothing. So like I'm saying, bro, y'all need to upcycle clothing before y'all decide to get rid of them, because if y'all decide to upcycle certain pieces of clothing before y'all get rid of them, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, the clothes that you are not wearing that you just upcycle are gonna become some of the most worn clothes that y'all have throughout y'all wardrobe. I'm just putting y'all on game. It's gonna come from something that you're not wearing to something that you are wearing on a day-to-day basis. So like I said, bro, before y'all decide to get rid of y'all clothes, y'all need to dive into your uniqueness, y'all need to dive into your creativity, and y'all need to upcycle these clothes. So the next thing I will go over in today's video is one of the biggest things when we're talking about clothing and upcycling clothes, and it is the environmental impact that clothing has on society. Now, the clothing industry significantly impacts the environment through its production, consumption, and its disposal processes. By giving old clothes a new life, you minimize the demand for new garments, conserving resources, and reducing pollution. Fast fashion contributes to tactile waste, microplastic pollution, and the degradation of natural resources. Now, fast fashion plays a big role in today's society on why the world is the way it is today, with all the waste fields that they have from all the clothes that they are mass producing. Like, fast fashion may seem like it's a great idea because the clothes is cheap and it doesn't cost as much, but fast fashion is actually destroying our world. It's actually destroying the water that you drink. It's destroying the resources that we use, and it is destroying the air. It's giving us a lot of pollution because of all the clothing that they are mass producing, and the landfill waste that they are creating, and the tactile dyeing that they use to dye each piece of clothing. They're just making a big mess. And like I said, fast fashion may seem like it's a great idea because it's cheap and it's a way for you to accumulate a lot of clothing, but these fast fashion brands are over consuming too many of the same clothing items, and it is destroying our environment. That's why y'all should slow down on fast fashion, and y'all should start honestly upcycling the clothes that y'all have in y'all style, or clothes that y'all have in y'all wardrobe right now. It's gonna help the environment, it's gonna help the air, it's gonna help the water that you drink, it's gonna stop pollution. There's just a lot of different things and a lot of different impacts that y'all could really do to really help our environment stay safe. And clothing and overconsumption of clothing is not one. So you don't want to be over consuming a lot of clothing, because the more clothes that y'all overconsume from fast fashion brands, the more they're going to start to rely to the world, and the more they're going to start to affect our world. So y'all got to stop fiending into the price of clothing. Upcycle the clothes that you already have. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it's gonna make your process a lot more easier. It's gonna make it a lot more fun. It's gonna have a lot more things to do with the clothes that you are wearing, and you're not gonna have a decluttered closet, because your closet is gonna be full of things that you are actually wearing. I honestly feel like when it comes to fast fashion and the overconsumption of clothes, the fast fashion brands just look at what is popular in the fashion world at the moment, and they mass produce a lot of the things that are popular for that specific moment, and they make way too many of these clothes to where you could go to their website and pretty much get these clothes anytime you want while this trend is in trend. And then when this trend comes out of trend, they're gonna switch to whatever next is popular, and it's just gonna go so on and so on. They're just gonna constantly continue to affect and harm our world. So y'all gotta slow down on all the fast fashion and honestly take the time out your day, really go through your wardrobe, really analyze and see what you actually have throughout your wardrobe, and start upcycling your clothes, turning your clothes into different things. That way you don't gotta spend money. That way you don't have to affect the world by buying these fast fashion overconsumed clothing, and by that way you don't overconsume the clothes that you honestly have throughout your wardrobe. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it's gonna relieve you a lot of stress. It's gonna save you from a headache. It's just gonna do a lot of different cool things that you honestly didn't even know when you decide to honestly just look into upcycling clothes instead of buying into more clothes or buying into what these fast fashion brands are tricking y'all into buying for. And I know a lot of y'all honestly didn't know that fast fashion plays a big role into the effect of the environment, but they play a significant role with all the clothes that they are over consuming and all the landfill waste that they are creating from things that are being recycled or left over. they're making a mess, and we got to slow it down so we can keep our environment safe. So like I said, bro, when it comes to fashion and clothing, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, take the time out your day, upcycle your clothes, stop buying fast fashion. Fast fashion is destroying our world, and just reuse the things that you already have in your wardrobe. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, you're going to start to have a lot more fun. You're going to start to wear a lot more clothes that you have in your wardrobe, because you're going to be basing the clothes off of things that you would wear because you know for a fact, because you created it. So like I said, bro, the environment and clothing plays a big impact with each other. We have to save our environment. So take the time out your day to actually go out there and just recycle or reuse the clothes that you already have. All right, y'all, so that indeed is gonna wrap up today's video. I hope this video entertained y'all. I hope this video informed y'all. And I hope this video just helped y'all honestly know why y'all should upcycle y'all clothes before getting rid of them. If y'all feel like I missed some information, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Also, feel free to let me know what type of fashion content y'all would like me to bring to the channel in the comments down below. And I apologize for the lack of consistency. Your boy Ty Not Rich finna get back on it. I had some things going on, but we are fully back. I'm finna put 100% into y'all, into these videos, and we finna keep dropping these bangers for y'all. But like I did state, that indeed is gonna wrap up today's videos. Been your boy Ty, aka Ty Not Rich, and I'll catch y'all in my next video.